What's up? My name's Renegade and welcome to RGR. Today I will be reviewing and rating. Alright, the time has finally arrived. I'm doing Crimson Desert. Now, I think I'm going to go ahead and switch to Wednesday uploads at 4 p.m. So, every week, Wednesday at 4 p.m. It'll just help my schedule more with work and all that. It's easier to get them up on Wednesdays than Tuesdays. So, but I finally am getting around to doing this game. Now, I'm always honest on this channel with everything I do. I haven't beat the game because I had to make an executive decision, either keep grinding away with the hours I have at this story or go ahead and get a video out or it'll take forever. This game is massive, guys. If you want a game to sink hours and hours into, this is the one for you. It is insanely big, so I just decided, and really I've played a lot of hours. I just haven't beat the story, but I know how the story goes, the gist of the story and all that. And if this was a more narrative driven game, I would finish the story before I got a video out, but it's really not. Like, this is more for the action and the gameplay than the narrative experience. So I decided to make an executive decision and go ahead and put this video out. And this game is a lot. Like, anything you can think of doing or want to do, this is the game. You want to fly dragons, this is your game. You want a mech suit and go destroy stuff, this is your game. Anything that you want to destroy a tree, pick it up, and hit somebody with it, this is your game. It's crazy just how much they've put into this, and I've heard a rumor that, I know they're still adding more things to it, but I have heard that they are coming out with multiplayer at some point. The possibilities are endless. It's crazy. Well, let's get into it. We have gameplay. So, the gameplay loop is really solid. I would describe this as an action sandbox. It's not really an RPG. You play as Cliff. Um, you're you're a leader of a mercenary group, and there's not really any type of story branching, anything like that. So I wouldn't call it an RPG. You don't make decisions. It's an action sandbox. Like I said, you want to destroy a tree and hit somebody with it. Fair game. Fly a dragon around, fair game. Make suit, destroy things, fair game. There's just so much that goes into it. The combat is satisfying. It's got Dynasty Warrior vibes. You're this freaking badass going around taking on dozens of people at one time. Plus the boss fights, don't get me started. There's a lot of boss fights, and I don't even think I've scratched the surface. I've played a lot, and still, there's just, I can't stress enough how much there is into this game. I don't really understand why it got hate. It did come out kind of clunky, and the controls were kind of hard to get used to, but Pearl Abyss has killed it. They have updates after updates, answering people's questions, solving problems. They've added different control schemes now. You can customize your controls how you want them. I've already gotten used to the clunky controls, so that's just how I've kept it. But I don't really get the hate that this game. Yeah, the controls at the beginning were hard to figure out, but who gives a shit? Figure them out and play the game. It's still fun. That's just the reason it was difficult, because it's so mechanic heavy. So there's just so many different odd buttons for different things. But the game tells you. I heard so much bullshit about how the game doesn't tell you how to do this, game tells you how to do that. If you know how to read, if you read up on your abilities, it tells you how to do it. It doesn't come out and flash a big pop-up on your screen, hey, do this. But if you read your abilities, it tells you everything the ability does. So people just don't like to read, I guess. I don't know. But the gameplay, it's great. I'm not a huge fan of the skill tree, but so what? There's 3 playable characters: Cliff, Damien, and Unka. I don't really play with the other two. I'm following Cliff's story. I play Cliff mainly. He's my upgraded guy, so I haven't really messed around with the other two that much. So that's neither here or there. Gameplay for me gets an 8.5 out of 10. It's great. Multiplayer co-op, as of right now, there's not any, so no rating. Story. So you're Cliff, leader of a mercenary group, and basically your home, you're called the Greymanes, and at the beginning you are wiped out by the Black Bears, and You have to fight to reclaim your land and reclaim, your troops. And that's basically the story. There's some stuff where you get to the abyss, which is the sky. Basically, there's whole like sky islands you go to, and the story just isn't like this. Isn't a narrative driven game. If that's what you want, this isn't the game for you. This is gameplay action based game, and the story, it's kind of basic. It's just basically it's the wagon you ride along. Because every game needs a story, but its main focus is the gameplay. Story, I give a 6 out of 10. Replayability. This game has an insane number of things you can do. I don't really know how much replay if you 100% this game, I don't know how much comeback value it'll have until they add more things. But as of right now, I mean, I think you can sink hundreds of hours into it, no problem. So because of that reason, I have to give it a high replayability value because I want to keep going back to the game and playing it because there's just seemingly infinite things to do. I know there's not, but being an adult with a job, to me, I can't play 15 hours a day. So as of right now, to me, there's an infinite amount of things I could do. Replayability, I got to give that 10 out of 10. There's just so much variety, so many things to do. Monetary value, this game is $70, as is most new games. And with the absolute massive chungus amount of things that you can do, the value is immense. I have to give it to them. Like they've stuffed. This is a stuffed game. It's $70, and right now I have 100 hours into it and haven't even beat the main story. Crazy. That comes out to 70 cents an hour, and it's just an insane value. I got to give monetary value a 9.5 out of 10. Fun. That's really what keeps you coming back to a game, is the gameplay fun, is the story intriguing enough. Even if the story's not, as long as you're having fun with the game, you'll keep coming back to it. There's so much to do with this that I don't really get bored. So many side objectives, mini games, this and that, pet collecting, mount collecting, mining, you name it, you can do it. I give fun an 8.5 out of 10. All right, that will bring the overall rating to an 8.5 out of 10. Great game, great. That is high up on the scale. The only thing that brought it down is its story, because it's kind of just a basic story. It's just the ride along. If this had more, I'm a real big RPG guy. I like branching stories. I like options. I like choices. I like dialogue. And if it had that in it, this would be an almost perfect game for me. But it doesn't. The narrative, it's linear. But I'm okay with that since they focused so heavily on the gameplay aspect and they made it amazing. There's no complaints. It's a great rating and it's a great game. I don't get the hate behind this game. I really don't. It doesn't make sense for me. People just don't like to be happy when they play games. I don't really get it. If you just go into a game just wanting to have fun, don't be too judgy, too complaining about this and that. If the game is fun, then there's nothing. Just because it doesn't have a great story and the controls are a little bit difficult to get used to, spend a couple hours learning the controls. You got it. It's not difficult. People just like to complain. Well, thank you all for sticking with me this long. Listen to my little rant, and I will catch you in the next one.